Hi guys, my name is Riley Radka. I am from Minden, Nebraska, which is actually just 20 miles south of Kearney. But I live in Kearney and work here at Wells Fargo. I am a junior here academically at UNK. I take less hours because working with Wells Fargo it's just a little stressful. So academically, I'm a junior. I'll probably graduate in 2020, but I thought it was kind of funny because in the syllabus it says, are you a junior slash senior filling that English requirement? And that's what I'm doing. But I'm excited to get started, and I guess to start off, the book I chose is The Mind of God. It's just an interesting read that actually my mom gave me. She knows I like science, and she knows that she also appreciates the religious aspect of it and wants to intertwine that, both the science and the religion aspect for me. So she gave me this actually for Christmas, and I read it, and I really enjoyed it. Really liked the book, but let's kind of go on, and I'll read from chapter 2, and it's just kind of an interesting little paragraph that I'll read here that I feel like really kind of goes along with what the book is. So, to start off, does God exist? It's a question that goes to the core of our existence, an inquiry that billions of us ask at least one time in our lives. Yet before we tackle the impregnable question, I would like to share a case of the most unusual and anomalous pregnancy. The story about this expectant parent is perhaps the most curious anecdote of my entire career. He was gleeful, mysteriously gleeful, far too gleeful given the condition he was in. John was a scruffy late-20s man restrained to a chair in his hospital room and wearing nothing but an adult diaper. His belly button protruded significantly, and when I walked into the room, he patted his belly lovingly with one free hand and gave me a big grin. "Hello, John," I said. "I'm a chief of neurology here at Bronx Lebanon Hospital, and I'd like to ask you a few questions." "Okay," he said, smiling. "But you gotta hurry." He patted his belly again. "Why? You going somewhere?" "Delivery room. Can't you see, Doc? I'm having a baby." "A baby? Well, that's quite remarkable." "I know. I don't really seem like the parenting type, do I? But I really think I'm ready now. When I was younger, I ran around a lot. But it's finally time to settle down with this little one." He stroked the side of his belly, as an expectant mother might do, and gazed lovingly at his protrusion. I love this book, and I know you said not to use any descriptive words on how you feel about the book, but what actually makes me love the book is his word usage. It's funny just because I get called an old man all the time for my word usage. I like colloquial phrases, old-timey phrases that, a lot of people look at me today and they're like, what are you, like, 90? But, he does use a lot of words that, promote a certain type of feeling as well. If I go to the chapter here, let me just grab it again, sorry. I'm a very happy person, and one thing I love about him is he does include humor in this book. So a lot of his words and the way he words it is very humorous. It's like he's talking to you, telling you a story that you might laugh at simply for the fact of it. So, he was gleeful, mysteriously gleeful. It really creates a picture in my head for when I see it. Now, I also know what I like about the book is it is, extremely interesting. Some of the words I do have to look up because, it is words that I don't always know. And so that's one reason I actually do like it, because I like to learn big words. I like to learn words that I don't actually know. And I also think the words are, like I said, you have to look them up, but they also make you think. You have to really go into what you're reading and really, think about it, and to understand exactly what he's trying to say. Now, there's more in the book that goes way into more depth about like neurology, because he's a neurologist, and a lot of different verbiage with that. But that's the little section I have, and overall, I'd say the words he used are very large, and from a lot of inquiry, a lot of critical thinking, and then also it's storytelling at the same time, because he wants to make it real and understandable for everybody, which I really like too. Guys, that's it. I'm Riley Radka. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to the rest of the class.